Meeting to order, if you'll join me in a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Bahina. Here. Young.
Here.
Dilling.
Here.
Neighbors. Here. Boone.
Here.
Doyle.
Here.
Adrianson.
Here. Okay, first item on the agenda is a proclamation for Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. So September is known around the United States as National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month and is intended to help raise the visibility of mental health resources and suicide prevention services available in our community. The goal is to speak openly about the importance of mental health and the impacts of suicide to help remove the surrounding stigmas and to direct those in need to the appropriate services. Suicidal thoughts can affect anyone regardless of age, gender, race, orientation, income level, religion, or background. And according to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, suicide is the 11th leading cause of death among adults and the second leading cause of death among individuals between the ages of 10 and 34 in the U.S. 49,316 people died by suicide across the United States in 2023, with an average of 135 suicides completed daily, and an estimated 1.5 million suicide attempts in the United States in 2023. Each and every suicide directly impacts a minimum of 100 individuals, including family, friends, coworkers, neighbors, and community members. The Village of Manhattan, Illinois, is no different than any other community across the country, but chooses to publicly place our full support behind local educators, mental health professionals, athletic coaches, law enforcement officers, and parents as partners in supporting our community and simply being available to one another. National organizations like the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention and Suicide Prevention Services are on the front lines of a war that many still refuse to be discussed. As suicide and mental health remain too uncomfortable to talk about, every member of our community should understand that throughout life struggles, we all need the occasional reminder that we are all fighting our own battles. I encourage all residents to take time to check in with their family, friends, and neighbors on a regular basis and to honestly communicate their appreciation for their existence by any gesture they deem appropriate. A simple phone call, message, handshake, or a hug can go a long way towards helping someone realize that suicide is not the answer. So I, Mike Adrianson, Mayor of the Village of Manhattan, and the Board of Trustees do hereby proclaim that September 2025 be designated as National Suicide Prevention Awareness Month in the Village of Manhattan. So I know Shelley.
You want to say a few words? Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor Adrianson and Village Board, for giving me the opportunity to share my story about my son Jackson, and for continuing to recognize September as Suicide Prevention Awareness Month here in Manhattan. Your commitment means more than words can express. One of the most painful and life-altering experiences my husband Chris and I have faced was the loss of our son Jackson. He was just 15 years old when he died by suicide on June 28, 2020. His passing was not only the loss of his precious life, but also the loss of all future experiences and hopes that should have been ahead of him. We had no warning signs, no red flags. His decision seemed so sudden and so impulsive, a permanent choice made during what we believe was a temporary moment of pain. For us and for everyone who loved him, that decision has been heartbreaking to live with. The grief, guilt, and anguish are deep and enduring. As we recognize Suicide Prevention Awareness Month, it's important to remember that this is not just a national issue. It's here in our own community. Since January of this year, Manhattan has already lost 2 lives to suicide. We've also had 17 documented cases of suicide ideation or attempts and 17 calls related to mental health crises. These numbers are sobering, and they highlight the urgent need for awareness, compassion, and action. So what can we do? We We can increase awareness, learn the signs of someone in crisis, changes in behavior, mood, or withdrawal, and encourage open, judgment-free conversations about mental health. Provide support. Sometimes just listening and showing someone you care can make a difference. Encourage professional help when needed. Promote resources. Share information about the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Counseling, such as the Mental Wellness Center of Manhattan. And support groups. Knowing where to turn can save lives. Foster a connection. A strong, inclusive community helps reduce feelings of isolation. Every small act of kindness can help someone feel less alone. Encourage early intervention. The sooner help is given, the better the chance for healing. This month, let's join together to raise awareness, support those who are struggling, and take action to prevent further tragedy. Every life is precious. My hope is that through awareness and compassion, fewer families will have to walk the same difficult road that we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just wanted to let everybody know that I have some materials over on this table about the 988 Crisis Helpline, and there's also purple and teal ribbons that you can tie around your parkways. Some of you may have noticed that I've done that to Foxford Drive as of yesterday, and I've also hung up banners in town at the Wabash Street lot noting Suicide Prevention Month for September. So thank you, Mayor and Village Board.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go home and tie those ribbons around your trees.
Oh,
And I also have
well, thank you.
a ribbon and a bracelet for you all. You guys have this. So the John for Jackson, we held that in August. We had 140 runners at our 5K, and we raised a little over $5,000 from our supporters, so it was a very successful event.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody would like a ribbon? Sure. Yeah? Kind of a funky purple. Let me see. Tommy, how you feeling?
All right. Thanks.
Take another, okay. Thank you. All right. Thank you for letting me come in and talk.
Well, thank you for coming.
And audience, next day.
Thank you. Okay, for public comment, Erica Altz. Yes. Yes. No, that's fine. Erica, do you mind?
Thank the board for their empathy in making their proclamation this month. And a thank you to Shelley Lewis for her efforts, to draw awareness to yourself. Your mother, a level of strength to open yourself up to a great vulnerability and a tragic loss. And sharing that with the community just speaks volumes to who she is, and I'm really thankful she works for us and she will thank us for me. Anyways, that's the part that involves you. Thank you. I have to transition to discussing the treatment of my subdivision yesterday. access to Brookstone was denied for about an hour without any prior notice. I recognize it was for the parade, but again, no prior notice. And if the Eastern construction project isn't done by the Christmas parade, would you mind figuring out how to either A, give us access to Brookstone, or at least give us some notice that we're going to lose access to, entering our subdivision. Which leads me to the Eastern construction, its communication and its execution. I mean, I can understand why Public Works didn't want to disclose completion date. We really don't have much leverage, as the chosen contractor can push back their action towards our town to focus on another project. The detours at this point seem adversarial. The concrete barriers were only placed on Abbey and Roby, with the messaging that the residents had to find, get adjusted to a new route. As if the residents hadn't had to find a new route back in May and June when the northern box culverts were installed. I mean, that closure coincided with my son's final weeks at Manhattan Junior High. I detoured quite a bit to know what detour I was going to take. A suggestion, so that the whole community can find a new route, is maybe consider blocking Eastern at the railroad tracks. The Eastern Avenue residents will still have a way to access their homes, be it the northern for the northern resident and North Avenue for the residents, the south. So, and then those who utilize Eastern as a thoroughfare will now join the detour club. And lastly, my coming down here was more of a comment, comment of opportunity. I thought I need to be home early for my kid, but now that that's been handled, in order for me to actually come down here and make a comment to you all, I have to take time off of work. This wasn't the case 8 years ago. This meeting used to be at 6:30. In your first term, it was at 6, and now usually it's just at 5:30. I've since learned a little bit more about the Open Meetings Act. It's supposed to be done for our convenience as residents, not for themselves as a board. So you may want to consider pushing that back.
Thank you. All right. First item is a consent agenda. It consists of August 19th, 2025 Village Board Meeting minutes, approval of September 2nd, 2025 bills list. So if anyone would like anything pulled for further discussion, it's fine. If not, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, roll call.
Bahina, yes. Young,
Yes.
Dilling,
Yep.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Boone,
Yes.
Doyle.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. First item under new business is an ordinance adopting the comprehensive land use plan for the Village of Manhattan. The comp plan is a document to guide the land use, development, and growth for the next 20 years. This plan includes recommendations from the residents and elected officials. The comp plan was unanimously recommended by the Planning and Zoning Commission. And we do have, is Sue John, would you like to say a few words? He's from the company that drafted this.
Is this on? All right. Well, good evening, and first off, I'd like to thank the village board, village staff, and the community for guiding us through and contributing to this comprehensive planning process. This comprehensive plan is a shared roadmap for the village of Manhattan. Over the last 16 months, right, the plan has been massively shaped by public engagement. Workshops, surveys, we had various working sessions as well as the open houses, where we gathered a lot of feedback from the community, what they want to see Manhattan be in 20 years, right? And then we did a lot of detailed analysis on the current existing conditions, market and demo, land use, transportation, all of that really resulted in a plan that is community driven. And then balances growth and the vision of Manhattan. So the plan is, again, a flexible guide. It's not a rigid kind of rule book. Adoption tonight is the first step in implementation, moving this from a vision to action. So on behalf of the planning team, we respectfully ask for your adoption so Manhattan can move forward with a clear and united direction. Thank you.
Thank you. Did anyone have any questions for him? All right. No other discussion? I'd like to entertain a motion to approve an ordinance adopting the comprehensive land use plan for the Village of Manhattan.
Motion. Second.
Roll call?
Young,
Yes.
Dilling,
Yep.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Doyle,
Yes.
Bahina. Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a resolution approving a final plat of subdivision for the Wandersea subdivision. Jim Wandersea owns 6.5 acres north and east of Kankakee Street and Smith Road. He would like to divide into 2 lots. This is not the village's jurisdiction, but he would like to, it's not in the village's jurisdiction, but within our 1.5-mile planning area. The Planning and Zoning Commission unanimously approved the final plat, so it looks like it'll be just 2 houses on 3 acres each. So a house on each for 3 acres each, and it doesn't seem to cause any conflict with our growth pattern.
No, it doesn't conflict our land use plan.
It follows the codes.
Follows all of our codes. They approved a similar subdivision just south of it, so we felt like it was.
What we've been talking about for the past 2 years or so.
Oh, no, this is something different. This is actually relatively new, but yeah.
It's on the northeast corner?
It's just, it's maybe 300 feet north, 400 feet north of the intersection of Smith Road and Kankakee.
Where that new house is now?
It's just north of the new house.
Just north of the new house. Yeah, they were gonna build, weren't they talking about 10 houses there?
I think they were talking about 5 originally, and then they lowered the amount of houses that were going to be on Smith Road due to the traffic issues.
Yeah, they couldn't enter onto Smith, they had to enter onto Kankakee, correct?
I think one of them got Smith Road access, the rest of them have to go off Kankakee.
Okay, thank you.
So any other questions? I'd like to entertain a motion to approve resolution authorizing, approving the final plat of subdivision for the Wandersea subdivision.
Motion. Second.
Roll call?
Dilling,
Yes.
Neighbors,
Yes.
Bone,
Yes.
Doyle,
Yes.
Bahina. Yes. Young.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is a resolution authorizing the purchase of 2 solar-powered school zone dual flashing beacons, so the flashing yellow lights. These signs will go on Route 52 near St. Joe's School and Church. The village has received $4,200 grant from ComEd to help purchase the signs. These signs also support the village's initiative to improve safety along Route 52. So, any questions on that?
Yes.
Yes.
Normally, we have to get permission from IDOT, anything on Route 52. These signs, do they have to be approved by IDOT, or can we just do that?
John? I don't know. I think you need, probably have approval, but.
I mean, they're needed, I'm all for
They're
it.
needed, correct, they're needed. So right now, there's signs up there presently, so they're just they're not the yellow flashing line. So we're putting these signs in those exact locations.
Where, I'm sorry.
Right on 52.
Yeah.
There's existing signs up there right now. So we're taking those signs down and putting these signs exactly where those are going to be.
Good, yeah, I'm all for it, because it's really a hazard, them trying to get out. I can't think of the lady's name, one of the teachers there, that crosses everybody. She has
Beth?
one heck of a time.
It's Beth
Beth, yes, Beth.
Sullivan.
Oh, yeah, she's got to wear a suit of armor when she goes out there. In fact, when the school buses pull up to let out, they cross both lanes of traffic to stop everything to do that. So, yeah, good, thank you. We need that.
Trustee, I spoke with IDOT when we applied for the grant with ComEd prior to the application, and they told us, basically what the superintendent told us, is that we can just replace those with those signs, and there would be no permitting process necessary, because that would have delayed us applying for the grant as well.
How
So-
far back would the sign be from the school? On the,
I have to check the distance, trustee. Whatever it is now, it's currently going to stay there. So it's just, as you're coming up to if you're heading south
Yeah.
on 52, it's probably 50 to 100 feet from the bridge right now.
So will that also be a 20-mile-an-hour zone, since it's a school zone, it's flashing lights and all? And we will enforce it, right?
It is, yeah. We actually lost,
at last year at the request of St. Joe's, we enforced it, and we lost it at court because the judge said that the signage was good, there was no flashing lights, and as they interpreted the law, that was necessary to enforce the school zone. So we'll give it another try when these are installed.
All right, thank you.
Just, Chief, just down my street, Trask, they come out the back way, and we're doing 30, 40 miles an hour down that street. But there should be maybe warning signs or children crossing. I mean, they're really shooting down there, down Trask.
Yeah.
It's a back way out.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Yep.
And that we can add a sign, because I think that's the village property, so if we can add some. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve a resolution authorizing the purchase of 2 solar-powered school zone dual flashing beacons from TAPCO in the amount of $8,494.78 and applying the 50/50 grant of $4,247.39 to purchase them.
Motion.
Second?
Okay, roll call?
Neighbors,
Yes.
Boone,
Yes.
Doyle,
Yes.
Bahina, yes, Young,
Yes.
Dilling,
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. That's it for the regular meeting. I do want to just say, thank you to Public Works, our village staff, our police, our EMA staff for doing a great job with Labor Day. Although there was some hiccups, we are addressing those, as mentioned by the public comment. I think what it came down to was some miscommunication with volunteering municipalities helping us out. There was a breakdown in communication. They were advised to let people in, and for some reason they weren't. So we do apologize for that. That's on us, and we are going to make some better plans for, and I feel like I say this every year, I'm a Cubs fan, so I guess I'm used to it, but, Cubs. So, and thank you, and thanks everyone for dealing with Eastern Avenue. It looks like they moved equipment there today. They had AT&T out there, so it looks like it's hopefully going to be a go. The contract does say November. I don't know what we could do to enforce it, but hopefully that gets done soon. The other announcement is the police department, thanks to Officer Redlick, he applied for a grant. The police department's going to receive a $50,000 grant to purchase and improve, security cameras and systems within the village to enhance public safety. So more to come once, you guys figure out what we're going to use it for. But I just wanted to make that announcement and thank the police department for getting the grant. It came from Will County opioid program application, so it's basically coming from Will County. So that's another good addition, and that's all I got. So, Tom? Oh, all right. No, that's all right. Clint?
Yeah, it seemed like everything this past weekend with Labor Day was a huge success, beautiful weather. Had a lot of people comment about how great the fireworks display was, and the parade on the following day, and the event at the Round Barn, so it seemed like it was a smash hit for everybody. St. Joe's has their 100th anniversary coming up on Sunday, September 14th. They'll be celebrating 100 years. I think the bishop will be there, and should be I know they have a gala at CD&Me later on, so should be a good time there. And I just want to thank Shelley for these things. I'm going to hang these up at work, and I know hopefully it'll help with if anyone needs to see these resources. So.
Thank you. Lucinda?
Yeah, Labor Day was lovely, and it was wonderful to see everybody. But I do have to say thank you so much to the police department with getting our car ladder lines in and out of our parking lots at the beginning of the school year. It can be really crazy and hectic, and gosh, this year it's just, I don't know if everybody just knows what they're doing, but it just went so smoothly, and I know it's still behind schedule with things that are going on. Hopefully that will change, but that's not your doing. It's just nice to have that reinforcement of trying to help people get in and out and learn their patterns of what they're doing. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Bob?
Kudos to all those that made Labor Day work. Thank you. That's about it. That's me.
And also Manhattan won against Simmerton in the softball game after the parade. Finally. Justin?
Yeah, I'm just going to echo a couple things here. John Tyke, thank you to you and your crew. Ryan Goley, thank you to you and your crew, EMA, fire department, or police department. Chris and Ranky, thank you also. It's a lot of planning that gets involved in this. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of vendors, a lot of moving parts, and it goes off seamlessly, it seems, every year. But there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes. Thank you to the Manhattan Patriots as well for parking cars this year. They did a nice job. It was pretty smooth getting in and out. I know we had some handicap parking set aside this year, and Public Works were escorting them back and forth to their cars, which I appreciate greatly. And then, yeah, I guess just thank you for the parade. There was a lot of municipalities outside of ours helping, so unfortunately we had some issues with the Brookstone subdivision, but nothing that can't be fixed going forward. So all in all, everyone, good job on the board, mayor, everyone, and staff. Thank you so much, and that's all I got.
Ditto on what Justin just said. He said everything I wanted to say. Plus, I just want to say I think Shelley is amazing, and she's a very strong woman and mom, and I'm just happy to be here to support her.
I wanted to remind everyone that on September 10th is the cruise night from 4:30 to 7:30, and also the community-wide garage sale is September 12th and 13th from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., and registration for that is due this Friday. That's all.
Thank you. Jeff?
Just a couple things. At our next board meeting, I did invite Father Mike from St. Joe's to come, and the mayor is preparing a proclamation for St. Joe's to recognize their 100th anniversary. IML's coming up in a couple weeks. If any updates come, I'll forward them to everyone who's registered for IML. And if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll try to get that resolved before you go to the training conference.
Thank you. Mark?
I just want to give a quick update. Jay, Kelly, and I have been working closely on the Round Barn annexation. We have a draft annexation agreement that we're going to be submitting to the board members via email. Hopefully we can do that public hearing and annexation sometime in the next month or two. So.
All right, thanks. John?
Just a quick update, well 7's going as planned. They got the whole building up. They're starting to put the roof in. Once they do that, they'll be doing all the inside work on that.
All right. Anything else you want to add? No? I know the water mains, I think, are coming up. Yep.
Yeah, so we have the 3 water main projects that will be coming up in front of the board for the next meeting. And a water line lining project as well.
All right. Justin?
Just a quick reminder about the finance meeting next Tuesday.
Thank you. It's Tuesday, is that 5:30? 5 p.m. Chief?
Just a few things. We just announced our glow ride with the Manhattan Police will be September 27th. There'll be more details to follow that on our Facebook page. Again, thanks Shelley for being brave and coming and talking about that. It's a serious issue that needs to be addressed, and I appreciate her leading the way with that. Thanks to the village for allowing us to apply for these grants. I know it's not an easy process with the finance department. A lot of data's got to be collected and obtained before we apply for that, and want to thank them for their assistance. With St. Joe's, thanks to the principal, Tomke, and father, the very unfortunate and sad incidents last week in Minneapolis, we got a call right away from the school about, when the children leave from the school to mass and stuff like that, and making sure everyone's safe and feels safe. So it's amazing to have 2 SROs, Officer Bernardi and Officer Beauchamp, who have that process seamlessly taking effect and being secure. And the parade this weekend, that's my fault. That's, I'm in charge of everybody who came from out of town to assist us. I own that. As Manhattan has told everybody, that's my subdivision where I live. And my family, too, was affected by that, and they didn't get home, and my wife let me know. So I apologize. I own that. It won't happen again. I'll make sure there's more communication with our EMA and police departments, and if it does happen, I'm sure I'll hear about it even worse. But I appreciate all the towns that assisted us, EMA, Public Works, Kristen. It was great to work with everybody on the Labor Day events, and they went off seamlessly, and looking forward to Irish Fest or something like that, right? So it's the next big event, so that's all I have.
All right, anyone else? Nothing? All right, Motion to adjourn?
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned.